touch that dial. For the next half hour, you'll see the biggest, the baddest, the meanest, the best monster trucks in the world. We've got them in Providence, Rhode Island. The next stop on the U.S. Hot Rod Association's Monster Truck Challenge Tour. All the action coming your way right here on ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Civic Center in Providence, Rhode Island is the next stop on the road to the championship for the 6 best monster trucks in the world. Hello, racing fans. I'm Ken Brew. Welcome to another edition of Monster Truck Challenge. And I'll be perfectly frank with you, you're going to see some great racing action today. Gary Porter led all qualifiers with a time of 2.39 seconds. And Gary feels like he's got his ride dialed in and ready to win. He's going to face fellow North Carolinian Lyle Hancock and Gravedigger in the first round. The other matchups are third-place qualifier Taurus with Jackie Willman at the wheel and Bigfoot, who placed 6th in the qualifying round, and second-seeded Barefoot against Equalizer. Now, you know that David Morris is having a great year, but here in Providence, he fell off to 5th in the qualifying. Could that hurt him tonight? Let's go trackside. Joe Lowe, the voice of Monster Truck Challenge, is standing by.
The crowd in Providence is on their feet as we start side-by-side competition. Gary Porter of the Carolina Crusher made some changes earlier. Gary, you think you're going to be happy with those, and what did you do?
Well, this afternoon I changed some stuff on the ignition. I tried to put a little hotter spark in there so I can burn more fuel to make more horsepower. The truck, you know, it hooked up good on the starting line. It didn't seem to spin very much, and I'm pleased with the times, and I think I'll stick with that lane the rest of the night.
Final question, short track, how does that help you?
The short track is really won in the first 25 feet from where we started to the cars. That's where the race is won or lost, and I'm going to have to be really quick off the light and good on the starting line to get the win tonight.
Gary, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Later. Gary is speaking with Steve McDonald of Monster Truck Challenge. Now, Gary Porter of the Carolina Crusher come from Wadesboro, North Carolina. He's going up against another truck from North Carolina, Dennis Anderson's Gravedigger out of Kill Devil Hills. Now, the Digger is piloted today by Lyle Hancock. Dennis recuperating from that accident at the end of the season last year. We're set to go. Providence, Rhode Island sees the monsters as Gary Porter and the Carolina Crusher smoke the hapless Gravedigger. You gotta wonder what happened to Digger. Lyle Hancock was looking great in the qualification earlier, but he says he doesn't know. Thumbs down as we look at it one more time. The Carolina Crusher and Gary Porter will advance to second round action. Here's that run. Crusher in the blue lane, Digger in the yellow lane. The headlights of the Gravedigger are still on, but apparently he lost power. They have blown a transmission on that run. Carolina Crusher just looks great. Nice run over the cars, and Steve McDonald standing by with Lyle Hancock.
The motor had actually broke loose in the cage, and that basically put me out for running for the night.
That's the first time I've heard of that one. Bigfoot and Taurus. Dan Runte drives the Bigfoot 10. Let's go trackside with him.
Taurus is a tough competitor. The Ford Bigfoot's really been running outstanding. I just have to learn to work with the truck. This is only my 3rd weekend in the truck. I was driving an old Bigfoot 7. I shouldn't say old, but it was a leaf spring truck where we're just on nitrogen shocks here, and it's a lot different ride and a lot different learning to drive it.
A Ford and a Chevy teaming up. The big blue Ford, Bigfoot, Dan Runte driving, going up against the reigning world champion, Jackie Willman, and the red Chevy Taurus.
Talk about the struggles in driving a new truck.
Just the suspension's a lot more softer. It's got a lot more body roll. It's just a lot more hard to keep on the track.
Going to be going up against Bigfoot. What do you think?
Yeah, all we can do is give it our best shot.
There you go. Both new trucks, both featuring that new suspension. We're going to see a showdown between Bigfoot and Taurus right now. That run was so close. I don't know if viewers could tell. I could not. The U.S. Hot Rod Association, we've asked them to review the ESPN replay. And let's do it together right now. Off the line, Bigfoot races first. He gets a bit of a hole shot off of Taurus. And the U.S. Hot Rod Association says that hole shot was enough to propel Bigfoot to the win. Here we can see on the side cam another shot. And it's clear here the win goes to Dan Runte and the Bigfoot racer. Our next matchup between Barefoot and Equalizer. Brent Schaefer out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois, going up against David Morris and the Equalizer. David Morris out of Springfield, Tennessee. We call him Smiling Dave, and he has reason to be. He's been picking up a lot of wins this year. Brent Schaefer, he was world champion 2 years ago in Barefoot, and he is trying to catch the pack in 1992. David Morris backs up as he stages for this matchup. Wife and a young daughter sitting back in Springfield, Tennessee, watching Daddy on the tube. Brent Schaefer's ready. Equalizer's ready. Equalizer doesn't even get off the line, and Barefoot is there. You gotta wonder what happened to the Equalizer. David's been running so well this year, but the win goes to Barefoot and Brent Schaefer.
Hey, this could be Gary Porter's day. I mean, he's already taken care of Gravedigger. But the guy who drives the big Chevy from Wadesboro, North Carolina, still has the big, bad blue Ford from St. Louis staring him right in the face. We'll see how he handles that when Monster Truck Challenge continues in just a moment.